home of the brave.
I'm serious. Maybe you should.
Alright guys, welcome back to scaryTV. We're going to talk about 9/11. Alright guys, let's go.
How you doing?
What's up, man? Now, we're not gonna get into like because we could get banned or some shit. You were talking about it.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to make anything about 9/11. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying anything like negative about it, but you know,
there's a lot negative to say about it. It shouldn't have happened.
Well, before we get into all of that, right, check out the merch. Shane, we got this one, season 1. That's him. Of course, we got this one, right?
The guy.
Hey, honestly, we didn't plan this. We didn't plan this. I just wore this because, you know, it was the next one in line. But 9/11, dude. Where were you? Where were you when 9/11 happened? How old were you?
I was 13 and I was skipping school.
You were 13?
Yep. I was skipping school. My parents were both asleep. So there was nobody to yell at me for skipping school, so I was just...
You were skipping what? High school?
Middle school.
Really?
I was second year of middle school. I was skipping and I was sitting in the living room in my underwear eating Cheerios, I think it was. And the cartoon I was watching got interrupted. And this newscaster came on and they started talking about a fire in New York.
Damn it. I was just trying to be cool with... I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Drastic fire.
And I was just a dumb kid at the time. I didn't even know what the World Trade Center was, but I recognized buildings were burning. And then I saw a plane hit one of them.
So you saw the first tower already, right, done,
Everybody. Yeah.
right?
Everybody was. It was after.
I don't know, actually, because...
Yeah, because it wasn't that into the first one hit when they started saying, oh, you know, this is going on, and they started live, you know, feeds.
Right, because
there was a lot of confusion because in the middle of filming the fire, a couple of home videos. Remember, this was before cell phones were big. So not everybody had a cell phone camera handy. This was a couple of handheld camcorders that people had.
Is this right?
And they had run down to
Because
the
I
station.
had did I have a cell phone? No, I did not have a cell phone.
That's right, because it was in the middle of coverage of the first tower's fire that a couple of the home videos about the plane turning to hit the tower came up.
What, the second one, right?
First one.
No, the first one.
So before the second one got hit, some videos of the plane hitting the first one came on.
No, but no, they didn't. So you're saying that, and I'm not going on the conspiracy mind here. I'm not trying to, you know, but you're saying that somebody was already filming the tower, the first one before it got hit, you know.
Yes.
What? No, right? Because I remember the first one had gotten hit and they were live.
Recording this video, it was a home video, and they had the towers in the background.
No shit. I did not know about this film. Did you know about this?
I think I've seen it.
Really?
Yes. That's pretty much the only footage of the first plane hitting the tower. And it was home video, and the towers were in the background. So this was a couple living in New York that were just doing a home video. And they just happened to be in the right place at the right time to catch it. And as soon as they saw it, they ran the video down to the local news station. And that's what I saw. And then it was only a couple minutes after the recap of after they showed that recap, after they showed that home video, that the second plane hit.
Huh. I remember clearly, dude. I remember everything like it was yesterday. I remember that I was in the 7th grade, right? Middle school, first year of middle school. Right?
6th grade.
6th grade, yeah. The first grade of middle school is 6th grade? Okay. I remember that I was in my science class, and then the bell rang, right? To dismiss us to the next class, the first class of the day. And I remember the teacher was like, "Hey, everybody, get back in your seats." And I was like, "What's going on?" You know? And then he turns on the TV, dude, and I remember seeing one of the towers just like on flames and shit. And then I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like that was like crazy to me, because I was this little 12, 13-year-old boy, and I'm like, what's going, you know? I didn't understood the fucking gravity of the thing, which was the Taliban, right, at the time. The Taliban, right? Osama bin Laden?
I think we became the Taliban after, didn't it? Or they were called Taliban after 9/11?
I don't think they had a name before that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because bin Laden was running so many different splinter groups.
I think that's what 9/11 happened, and then we gave a name. Taliban. We gave the group a name.
At least I didn't know anything about them before that. I don't think.
Yeah, nobody did. And then a lot of Muslims got like heat here for that, man. You know, I'll see like a lot of hate crime and shit, which is like, you know, you can't blame them. You know what I mean? For that.
Who was it that said the only thing we have to fear is fear itself?
Richard Nixon.
Nixon?
I don't know. I just pulled that out of my ass.
But that's one of the symptoms of fear.
Churchill.
Oh yeah, last time you said that. You said on the last show. Churchill.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah. It was you who told us that.
I remember after I saw the second plane hit, I ran in and I woke my parents up and I said, "Guys, they just hit the World Trade Center." And as it was running off my mouth, I realized I didn't know what the World Trade Center was or how to explain that to them. And they were looking at me like, "You're watching a cartoon. Shut up." And I was like, "There's a live news broadcast emblem in the corner." And then they looked at me and it was like a aha moment. And everybody got up. And
So they didn't believe you at the time.
Not at first. I had to explain what I'd seen to them.
So they forgot about you skipping school then.
Yeah,
Right.
I got off light. Normally I would have been, I had a belt to me and learned it for the rest of the day.
Man, you know what? Do you remember where you were there? I mean, because we come from the same classes, right? J-Train?
Yeah.
Where were you? We think we were in the same class, but we don't know.
I remember just being in a science class.
Right.
And then watching it on the old TVs they had.
With the things on the back, right?
Yeah. And then I'm all like, okay. Didn't really affect me. I was like, okay. Well, if anything, I wasn't really affected a lot, but just my mom was worried later because we have family in New York. And I guess like one of my uncle works like on buildings or something. I don't know. They were just worried like, oh, they're okay. You know, that's about it.
I actually went. I went to New York. Was it? No, right. It was. Well, we went to New York, man, and we went to the spots where the Twin Towers were at, and now they're like little pools. They're empty, and there's like pools. And the energy there, dude, it was just fucking weird, man. Like thousands of people died, right? Thousands?
What was it, 15?
No, it was like thousands,
It
bro.
was like not a lot. Supposedly not a lot because
If I remember correctly, direct deaths in the towers were around 1,500. But because the towers were over construction, there was asbestos in them. And a shit ton of people got asbestosis. A lot of the surviving firefighters are still fighting off cancer.
Huh. But at the time, in that day, like around 1,500 people died?
Yes, that day, a little bit over 1,500 people died. They were either above where the planes hit in the tower and couldn't get down, or they went back into the tower to help others as they were collapsing. Of the 1,500, I think about 900 were firefighters.
Damn.
Which is almost all the firefighters in New York.
Yeah. I mean, just being in that place.
Basically had to rebuild its fire department afterward.
Because of that. No, yeah, it was definitely strange, dude. It was strange. And I remember seeing films of like people jumping, bro.
Yeah.
Like just falling down to their deaths, man. Like, it's sad, bro.
What would you do? Burn or jump?
I'm scared of heights, dude, so I wouldn't jump. I'll probably just burn. I'll just burn. Fuck it. I just can't. I can't jump, man. I mean, not to get biblical, but I wouldn't commit suicide. I wouldn't do that.
I don't know. I've never been where I would have to make a choice like that.
Yeah, but I mean, just based on my beliefs and based on my my fears, because I wouldn't like to. Whenever I go to like a high building, I always look down and I'm like, fuck that, I don't know. I think I would just burn. Fuck it. Just let myself burn.
I believe you.
I think that's the best way to go, is opposed to jumping,
That was something my parents were talking about.
Well, burning?
My mom, when we were watching the live broadcast, because they tried to cut the camera short. They tried to keep an eye on the fire without showing anything too graphic.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom still saw a couple of the people jump, and I remember, I didn't look away from the TV, so I never saw the look on her face, but I remember I've never heard her voice like that before, or since.
Yeah.
It chilled me to the bone.
I mean, just watching those films that I watched them the other day, and like the dudes are just, it's not a movie, man. Like, it's not a movie, it's real. That shit was real,
I can't watch it. I just get too angry, too worked up.
Right, yeah.
It just fucks me right up.
I mean, whichever way you want to see it, the hoax or not, whatever. It happened, it was real, and it was like, damn. And that wasn't even it, right? There was another tower that fell, right?
If it was a hoax, it would be easier to.
Which is now what we're saying. We're not trying to say that.
No. How to say this?
I mean, I wish I could really express my opinions on this.
I think if it was a hoax, it'd be easier to deal with.
What do you mean?
If it was just some government conspiracy to spread fear, like some V for Vendetta shit,
Oh, okay.
that would be easier to deal with than the idea that there's an entire religion out there that's willing to devote itself to ending our existence at any time, at any price.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to group all Muslims, but there's definitely an extremist sect of Muslim that is, what's the phrase?
Cuckoo bananas.
That works. That's good enough.
I mean, but you can say that about anybody. You can say that about Christians also.
Every faith has its extremists.
Right.
Any ideal will have extremists clinging to it, but I don't know.
Have you seen those videos, dude? Where people are falling from the building?
They've been banned from YouTube last time.
Have they? Have you seen them?
They're banned, and
So you've never seen them? When the people jump from the buildings, dude, to their deaths.
No, I don't know. I think the videos of what they got, but
Of the planes hitting and then falling down.
okay.
Oh man, dude, you don't want to see them, dude.
What,
Would you like to see it?
people jumping?
Yeah, dude. Like. There's people that are just like, you know what, fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna jump, and they jump.
I wouldn't jump. I'll try to survive as much as I can.
Yeah.
And once the building falls, then okay, that's GG then.
Dang, can you imagine like if the building fell, and like you're in between the rubble and you're still alive and you're just there like slowly suffocating? That's fucked up, dude. Right?
Yeah.
Because you know no one's gonna get you. Like you're in mountains of rubble and you're like, dude, I'm gonna die and I'm slowly suffocating. Dude, that's fucking horrible.
The idea behind that is to try to stay alive as much as you can, and at the same time, if you're able to make noise, to keep making that noise.
No. Let's just say that you were in like
23.
Well, that's why.
in the middle where you know that, dude, they're not gonna get to you. They're not.
You never know. That's the thing. You just keep going into then once you close your eyes and then okay.
I wouldn't wish that upon my enemy, dude.
I want you to think about something.
Tell me.
Of all the people who are in the towers or around the towers or under the towers, of the 1,400 people, almost 1,600 actually, 23 were dug out of the rubble after the towers came down. That's all the living people they were able to find.
And how many dead?
1,500, almost 1,600.
Why? That's not a good ratio though.
I don't know. That's the point.
I mean, I'm saying it is possible. I'm just saying, like, I'm just putting myself in that situation where it's like, wow, dude, the chances of me surviving this is not very good,
No.
right? And you know, you see concrete all around you, and you're like, fuck, dude, like this is it, and you're still alive, man. Like you're slowly gonna suffocate to death.
Yeah.
Like that's fucked up, dude. Maybe your arm is crushed. Who fucking knows, you know? Like maybe your legs are cut off, so I'm hoping I'm gonna bleed to death sooner than I can suffocate, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. It's just a fucked up way to be. It's a fucked up situation. The people there, like
2,600 people from the World Trade Center died.
2,600?
Yeah.
a lot of
It was
people.
like close to 3,000 in total, but from the towers it's 2,600.
That's
Like-
more than I thought.
260 from like the planes.
And that's in like what, in in an hour or so? That's a lot of people, man.
I think from the first hit to the tower's fall may have been, what, 4 hours?
I don't recall. No, I don't think 4 hours, dude.
Like 343 firefighters, 71 policemen.
I was there though. I was there in Ground Zero. I was there. I felt it. I felt the energy, Shane. I felt that shit. It was, dude. I was standing there, dude, and I'm like, whoa, bro. You know, whoa.
Mess with you.
Oh yeah, dude. It gets you in the sentimental mood for sure. You know, regardless of how it happened or who did it. It was fucked up, man. I hope we don't have another day like that.
We will.
I'll drink to that, but my beer's gone.
There's another one. We'll get one. We'll pause it real quick. Oh, you got you. But yeah, dude. Yeah, I was there, dude. It was fucked up. And
I haven't been to New York
oh,
since I was a kid. I'm almost afraid to go now.
why?
You see the memorial?
Nah, man, you should go because I mean it's something. It's history, dude. You know. I saw it.
You think that's something everybody should do?
Yes, I think that if you are like yeah for sure, dude. I think it's a good trip, to go and see that. Especially like if you seen it on TV, like if you saw it on the telly, and then it's gonna flashback you back to 2001, right? And it's gonna make you think, damn, dude, I watched this back to, what was it, 20 years ago, right? I watched this, and I was here, and I was this, and now I'm here. Now I'm here when I watch it fall. You know what I'm saying, dude? I don't even know how to explain it, man. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like you time travel back to the place that you were watching when you were a little kid, and then you're like, but now I'm here, but I'm there at the same time. Do you get it? Because I feel like I'm talking, but I'm not making any sense.
Past.
Right, but it's a split screen, right? Like one half of your brain is here in the tower, right? I mean the ground, the pool, and then the other half is like
There's a you
back in the past, through watching it through the television, and it's crazy. And I wasn't on drugs, by the way. I wasn't on drugs. I was normal.
There's a you that's there, and there's a you that's lost in your memory.
Yeah, I guess that's how I can put it.
And then you're caught in the middle trying to pull the two back together.
Because the energy is just so strong, dude. If you saw this on television, dude, go and experience that shit. It's gonna fuck you up.
That.
A gentleman's agreement. Remember that? He knows what I'm talking about. Huzzah. But yeah, dude.
Pentagon got hit too.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. The Pentagon got hit.
And let's never forget the people who stopped the last plane.
Oh yeah. A plane went down. In Pennsylvania, right?
I think it was.
I think it was Pennsylvania.
What was it? I can't remember the name of the flight.
No.
249?
No.
What was the initial?
I say let us never forget, but I can't remember the name.
No, but you just don't remember the flight, but you remember where was it gonna hit though?
Supposedly the Pentagon.
Oh, it's gonna go back to the
that
Pentagon.
one supposedly was aimed at the White House.
Wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. 4 planes in total, and they were aiming for 4 icons of America: the White House, the Pentagon, and the 2 towers.
What was so special about those towers?
They were a symbol of American dominance.
Why? What was in there?
Let me put it to you. Trade. Okay, the world, every office in the World Trade Center was devoted to regulating trade in one part of the globe. That's why it's called the World Trade Center.
Oh, okay. So it was like for the world. So there was people from all over the world there.
Yes. Chiefly Americans selling to every place in the world. And that's really what made the biggest threat. So when you really think about it, the World Trade Center was probably America's most effective weapon in global domination.
And they didn't succeed because we're still number one. Bitches. Right?
But
Right?
no, they didn't. When shit, the stock market reopened the next day in a new location. Trade will go on.
Flight 93.
Flight 93.
93. I knew it had a 3. I was going to say 357. But I didn't want to look stupid when I was saying the right one.
Hey, no stupider than I looked.
No, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah. We'll just, we'll leave it at that, no? A little short segment. Remember those people? Remember the people, dude, the families, man, that went through all that shit. I think as a whole nation, you know, like even if you weren't, like, you know, in quotes American, like if you still kind of felt it, you're like, damn, what the fuck, dude, you know. But yeah, do you want to say something? So
Yeah.
let's just end it at that. Little final thought.
Remember 9/11.
Yeah. Right. And
If you don't remember the past, if you don't learn from it, you'll repeat it. Everyone should remember 9/11 so that it will never happen again.
try to go to that place. Try to go to ground zero, dude, if you can.
You know, everybody should do a pilgrimage.
Not a pilgrimage, but it's definitely an experience, dude. I mean, I had a whole. I mean, what I just described was just fucking psychedelic, dude. You know, it's an experience, bro. It's something, especially if you watched it. You know. But yeah, dude, just let's leave it at that, and
To 9/11.
9/11, dude, and all the people that suffered.
Sorry, I got a little psychedelic on you there.
Leave a like down below, comment, subscribe. Check out the merch. Check out the moat, the hose, 20 tons, big boy, and then we got the original scaryTV.
Is it on the shot?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. See you next week, guys.